bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
2 yards on.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
14. First down, Browns.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he spins through. Fights through, and now a crease. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Toss play, Cohen, right side. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Denver.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. A 10-yard gain.
They'll run it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead. Now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Hayden Hurst, 59 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because there's such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
A 1-yard pickup.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a 2nd here.
They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up
now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Hayden Hurst. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have broken the tie.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Mayfield. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Robert Quinn in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Bears take over
at their own 34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Back, back, back. Back to 60, back to 60.
They'll set up a throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Cody Parkey on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll bring him back within 4. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Marquise Goodwin, incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
Here I come. Here I come.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now back to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try to start the half.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Chubb. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And he's he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield now. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 19-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Robert Quinn picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard
A good pickup there, a 22. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
To number 80,
David Njoku there to make the grab. And the Browns get a score closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Bears 35, Browns 24.
Out is the kick. Up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 31-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1st down, a run with Cohen. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Max 22, Max 22.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Complete to Jarvis.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl.
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Landry, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Santos with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play that time out of Chubb. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
42 yards on the play. First down, Cleveland.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Hey, alert, alert. Alert, alert.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the Bears' 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike, check 33. 33. Hey, alert, alert. Alert, alert. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Rip right. Rip right. Mike, check 33. 33.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Parkey for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Bears 49, Browns 31.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Good. Makes the score Bears 56, Browns 31. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Running for it. Here's Chubb, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. This is Jones. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Check 52.
They'll go again to Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6. Today's final
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass,